Right. Should be live, I think. Right, I might have to pull my mic up this way a bit. And we're alright on my mic, are we? Yeah, cool. Right. So, today it is going to be 50 questions in one show. So, I'm looking at the side chat there. So, just whack your questions in the chat. And I've got my little question counter up here. I just need to keep pressing the up arrow whenever I've answered a question. So, drop your questions in the chat. And we will try and get through 50 questions today. If that is even possible. I don't know. I think it's possible. But you know what I'm like for rambling, so literally it would have to be a question a minute, and I ramble on for about 10 minutes on certain questions, so yeah, we'll just see. Anyway, we've got a few people popping in: Richard Hale, Tommy, KLC, Jim, Jams, and Esports Gamer. So hi there to everyone. I scheduled this a little bit earlier today, and then I was still earlier than that because I have this weird tendency to have to be early. I don't know why. Yeah, so it might, it might be OCD or something. I don't know. Richard in the chat, hi there. Queuing in the you're queuing in the post office while you better not have the sound turned up really loud. Oh my god, that'd be funny. Mousehole Fish, how much has the good till cancelled changes on eBay affected your sales? Good question, and it's very, very hard to say. I don't really think that it's had an overall negative impact. I don't think it's had an overall positive impact. The reason it's hard to say is how would you measure it, really? I mean, if the only way you could measure it is if you have had a sharp increase or a sharp decrease after the change. But really, I don't think I did. I think it was kind of just okay. There might have been a little bit of an increase, actually, if I remember rightly. So, yeah, it's just one of those things it's hard to actually define it. So, yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I would guess, if anything, I want to say negatively, but actually, at the start, it was quite positive. So, I don't know. I can't even answer it, to be honest. Anyway, that's one question on the thing. Oh, the counter's working. Thank God. Richard Hale, question. How do you cope with slow times with sales? I know I have 4 months out of the 12 that are slow. It's kind of just a case of doing what I can. Listing. Sourcing. Literally just doing what I can. I've talked about this before. Promoted listings, running a sale, decreasing items, like the value of items and stuff if I have to. Send offer to watchers is a good one at the moment as well. So, yeah, sending offer to watchers is... I did that the other day and I got like 3 sales within the first 2-3 hours, and then maybe another sale after that in the first 12 hours or something. So yeah, send offers to watch is a good one. But yeah, just do what you can. List more is always a good one. So I'm gonna say that one's counted. So we're getting a good start. I know I'm gonna slow down and I'm gonna have a tendency to ramble, but this actually might kind of bring down my tendency to ramble a little bit. Right, after, how old were you when you sold your first item? I want to say 13. It could have been 14. I don't know. Well, actually, no. It may have been before that with personal items. But the actual first item I bought and sold, like actually bought to sell, was probably, 13 or 14. Something. Don't tell HMRC. Shh. You can't tell them. No, it's only like literally pence anyway. I don't know what I've said this before. I don't know what the legalities are around 13, 14, 12-year-olds selling online and stuff in terms of tax, but I suppose if you're under 16 or 18, is it, that you don't have to pay? I think is it 16? Is it under 16? I'm not too sure whether it's under 16 or 18, but I don't think you have to pay tax anyway, so I don't know. Right then, God, we're getting so many questions in. So that was 3. I'm gonna have to wait. Let me keep up with the chat. Don't go mad with questions. Johnny Fourcoats, if you whack something on eBay and it doesn't sell, would you whack it off? Yes, I have done quite often. I would basically, just send it to charity, send it to an eBay auction. That's another good one. And yeah, I suppose the first thing I would do was reduce the price. If it doesn't sell, have a sale, promoted listings, all the rest of it. Try and do that. But then if it really doesn't sell, do it on eBay auction. If it doesn't sell on eBay auction, then I will just whack it to the charity, or I'll do a car boot and then it'll go to the charity. So anyway, so that's 4, is it now? Now I'm going to miss out on questions here. BCP question adds, do I have permission to put Tommy Bernard's channel link in the chat, as we plugged your channel a lot on his show last night? Well, yeah, fine, but I don't. What? I've literally forgot what I was just gonna say. I literally had it, and then I forgot it. I always say to you guys I'm forgetful, but that is mental. I literally had a train of thought, and then it was gone. Immediately gone. That is weird. So I forgot what I was going to say. So yeah, anyway, you can put it in there. Oh, that was it. It's come back to me now. I didn't even know Tommy had a channel. I don't know whether he's been in the chat. I think he has been in the chat a couple of times before, actually. Is it that guy over in America, Tommy? Is Tommy over in America? I'm not sure. But, yeah. So, yeah, you can do. I'll have to check out his channel anyway. So, I can't believe I forgot that. Forgot that so quick. What's the meaning of... Oh, wait. We're getting too many questions now. Slow down, people. Slow down. Right, we're up to 5. I'm pretty sure that's 5. What's the meaning of life? My person... This is weird. I knew I was going to get this question off someone. I don't know why, but... for me, personally, it's to have fun, to play, to enjoy, to play at doing work as well. And obviously I'm going to think that because Alan Watts is my favourite philosopher, and his main philosophy of life is kind of... using work, doing work as play and stuff like that. Like this. This is meant to be a bit of work, but also it's playing. It's like I've got my little question counter and we're having a bit of fun. So, work as play. Just enjoy what you're doing, kind of thing. So, yeah. Oh, God, wait a second. Right, okay, 1 sec. Right, I'm going to have to go into the chat now. Well, thank you very much for everyone participating, first off. I'm very, very grateful. But also, I didn't quite realise how... I kind of slightly realised this, but I didn't quite realise it to the full extent of how hard it's going to be to keep up with the questions and stuff. Right then. And people are going to say questions. I've just seen someone's put ramble alert in there. Oh, Tap Peddler. People are going to ask questions that make me ramble, and then we're not going to hit the 50. But we'll see anyway. Question, Jim Jams. What motivated you to start to sell online? Always wanted to do it. From a very, very young age, I've sold online. Always interested in social media marketing. Anything to make money online. This channel, when I first set it up in like 2013, 2012, was originally titled Make Money Online, and I've actually got videos that I've now privated because it's not really to do with the channel anymore, that were to do with Make Money Online. So Bitly, which is like the link shortening site, and I did like loads of product review sites and stuff. So yeah, I've always wanted to do things like this, not just eBay reselling. I mean, that's obviously the main thing of what I do, but just anything to make money online. Anyway, are we up to 7 now? Am I right? People are gonna have to count. People are gonna have to count for me. Right, okay. Is there a God? And some people might be wondering, why are people asking me these like weird, like out there deep questions? If you don't know, I also like to do philosophy. I'm not academically trained in philosophy or anything, but I just like reading up on it. I also like reading up on psychology and stuff like that, as I've mentioned in other videos, but you may be new to the channel. And so people tend to ask me those questions as well. Is there a God? I would say that there is a God, but not in the way that most people think. That's my personal opinion. I can't prove anything, but it's not... I don't think there's a God in the terms of the man in the sky, like I mentioned the other week. I think there's a God in terms of an energy, an eternal energy that we all possess, because we're all like a part of that eternal energy, or a part of the ultimate source, or the ultimate reality, whatever you want to call it. So it's not necessarily a God in the Western sense of the word, but it's a God in a more passive sense. You could say passive, because it's more of just an energy that's there, that's eternal, that's ever present. and whatever you want to make from that, you can, but that's kind of my thinking. It's also my belief that when we die, this ego, this kind of body, me, called Ads or Adam, will vanish from existence for eternity. Whether I then get reincarnated from that eternal energy into a new body that springs up, whether it be a fly or a tiger or a human or some sort of alien on another planet far away, in terms of within this, eternal energy and within the universe, is another thing, really. And that comes more into the realm of speculative metaphysics. So, anyway, you nearly got me rambling on that one. You nearly got me rambling. So yeah, let me check. Star sign, I am Aquarius. Thanks, George. Nice little quick one there. We're getting up. Oh, we're getting up. I like this. Money Mental's in. Hi there. I didn't say any more shout outs really. Council Estate Resellers in. BCP's in. I already mentioned a question from him. The Monocle. Oh, I've not seen them in there before. Hi there. If you are new to the channel, or if you are new to my live streams in general, I'm not sure. It'll be an hour to answer the first 5. Oh yeah, we're on 9. We're on 9, Andrew. What do you make of that? My God. We're doing it. My sales have dropped by 50%. Wow. They dropped by 50% from Good Till Cancelled. That's a shocker. I mean, that's why I did have the tendency, didn't I, just to say maybe a bit more negative. Because after it, as I say, I think there was possibly a little bit of a positive uptick. But since then, it's gone a bit more negative. However, I have to say, I don't want to jinx this, the last 2 or 3 weeks have been pretty good. Yesterday was terrible, but then the day before yesterday was really good, so it balances out. But yeah, it's been pretty good on the whole for the last 2 or 3 weeks, so can't complain about that. August, it's August. What do we see in August? We usually, can't even speak. We usually see a little bit of an uptick. So, what are you gonna do? Might be that. So am I right on 9? Someone might have to keep up with me. I don't know. If you had children, what would you call them? Antalya for a girl, because it's a very, very unique name, and I think it would be cool. I'd call her Ant for sure. I can envisage me like not screaming, but shouting up the stairs when she's ready for dinner, like, Ant, dinner's ready, kind of thing. So I've always thought Ant, but my partner or whatever I'm with, they'll never agree to call them that. So we'll probably settle on something like Emma or Victoria or Elizabeth, or something just probably not Elizabeth. I probably won't call it. Victoria's quite nice, quite like Victoria, but just something a little bit, still a little bit more kind of. I like that kind of posh name. So, still a little bit posh, but acceptable posh kind of thing. Emma's a nice name. I've always liked Emma. And then for a boy, none other than Tom Robinson, of course. Like the famous singer in, what was it, 80s or 70s? 70s? 2468. 24. Oh, no, I can't sing it. I'll get demonetized. Don't demonetize me, YouTube. I'm sorry. Tom Robinson, so Tom would be for a boy. I like Tom. I probably wouldn't call him Thomas, though. I'd just call him I mean, on his birth certificate it would say Thomas, but I'd just call him Tom. So yeah, Tom and Antalya, or Tom Emma, Tom Victoria, something like that. But the thing is, it's a two-way thing, isn't it? There's two people in the relationship. You have to. It's compromise. It's give and take. There's always the thing that you can do where you say, if it's a boy, you can give it a name. If it's a girl, you can give it a name, etc. And usually what couples do is they might do the opposite. So let's say, I'm a guy, so I would name the girl, and they're a girl, so they name the guy, kind of thing. I know that some people have done that. So yeah, anyway, so that's 10. We're doing good, aren't we here? Not doing too bad. Everyone like the counter. I like the counter. I just worked out very quick how to do that last night. I was like, oh my God, how do I don't know how to do a counter. How do I do that? So, yeah. 2, 4. No, I'm not going to sing it. I'm really tempted to sing it. I'm really tempted, but I just can't. I can't sing it because I'll get demonetized. Ramble alert. Who is the best doctor? Right, yeah, this is going to be a bit of a ramble. For me, controversial opinion, somewhat a controversial opinion. I would say Sylvester McCoy's got to be up there, possibly 1 or 2, maybe 3. I rate the 10th Doctor less now because of going back into the classic era and watching all the classics and really absorbing myself in that. Tom Baker's got to be up there, obviously. That's like everyone's, main one. He's like the quintessential Doctor. And I'm a sucker, I'm a real sucker for Hartnell. I like Hartnell. I know people tend to say, oh, well, I don't go back and watch his stories as often and stuff like that. But I have to say I'm a sucker for him. I think he's cool. Troughton, I mean, they're all bloody good. I'm going to end up saying they're all the best. But Troughton, brilliant. Enemy of the World, my God, that is an incredible story. And Tomb of the Cybermen's good as well. He has quite a lot of good moments in that. But I really rate Enemy of the World. And possibly, not necessarily controversially, but I know some people this story gets them a little bit bored because it's so long or can just drag out a bit too much for them. But the War Games, I absolutely love the War Games. I know other people will say that they love the War Games as well, but yeah, I really like that. So I'd say, I'm not hell-bent on Davison. He's alright. I'm not hell-bent on Colin. I think that he's underappreciated, Colin, definitely. Even in the TV show, I've not really listened to, I think I might have listened to like part of one of his audios. I don't really listen to many of the audios. It's not really my format, however, I do want to try and explore it a bit more. But yeah, I think Colin doesn't get as much love as he deserves, and yeah, I do like Colin, but just I'm not hell-bent on him like the others. Hell-bent, eh? You'll get that if you're a Doctor Who fan. But yeah, so, and then Capaldi, I would say Capaldi's the best Doctor of the modern era. I know people will argue Tennant, possibly people will argue, well, they'd argue any of them to be honest, except maybe Jodie, because a lot of people don't seem to get her. I liked her on first watch of Series 11. When I went to go back and rewatch Series 11, I couldn't even rewatch it, because it doesn't have, you go back and watch a Capaldi, or you go back and watch a Tennant, and you can watch it. You go back and try and watch a Jodie Whittaker episode, it's hard. It doesn't feel like it. I don't know why, but I can't rewatch it. I can rewatch certain episodes, there's certain ones in Series 11, like Kablam, I like Kablam, I've rewatched that. I've rewatched certain ones, but for whatever reason, there's certain episodes, I don't know whether it's the episode's location or the premise of it, I don't know, but I just can't. Some of the episodes, just the vibe, the overall vibe of the episode doesn't get me. Yeah, I don't know whether I think it might be to do with the whole monsters thing, the fact that there wasn't really a definable monster or villain in that entire series. All the villains and monsters were kind of second rate. They weren't, loads of people have said this, and I agree. There wasn't a standout villain, so yeah, that's got to be a factor as well. So I'll put that up there. So we're on 11 now. Oh, I thought that wasn't going to turn then. Yeah, so, yeah, it's a shame. I hope that they do something good in Series 12. I know the Jadoon's meant to be coming back. I think there's so much speculation, but I think that's what's happening. There's, what else coming back? Oh, apparently Cybermen might be coming back, but I'm not 100% sure. KLC says, I love David Tennant. Oh, did you watch Doctor Who, KLC? I didn't know. Obviously, most people won't be as crazy with it or as insane with it as me. I mean, a few weeks ago, I was watching it 7 days, and 7 days a week. It was insane. But I have breaks, you see. So I have 3 or 4 week breaks from it and then go back to it. Because otherwise it's too intense. But it's too intense, I was going to say that. I think I just kind of cut myself off. I don't even know how that happened. I was trying to speak so fast that I actually cut myself off. So yeah, it's kind of one of those things where, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying now. Oh no, I've lost my train of thought again. Well, here we go. It'll come back to me in a sec. I'll just go on. I'll answer another question. It'll probably come back to me. So that's what I was saying. So, see what I mean? It comes back to you. You just have to wait. And it comes back. Again, that's another Alan Watts thing. He always says, he said on a couple of times on his, if you watch, I've watched bloody all of his audios on YouTube and stuff. I could recite him almost word for word. But he said that one night he was sitting down writing something or whatever, and he forgot a word, or he forgot something in his mind, and he just I think he spoke out loud to himself, like, I know you know this, so I'm just gonna wait until you produce it, in terms of like speaking to his own mind, and then it just produced the word for him after a few minutes. So I kind of exercise that mentality, and it actually works, where you just let go. You let go of the thought, and then it ends up coming back to you anyway. It's kind of weird. But, yeah, so what was I saying? Oh, it's gone again! Damn it! Oh, right, no, right, I've got it. So, the intensity... I'm so forgetful. It's terrible. So, the intensity thing. So, I'd watch it, like, 7 days in a row. Then, so it'd be very, very intense. It'd be too intense for me. And then, obviously, have a break. But... I do like that intensity. That's what I was going to try and get at. I do like that. I like having it, 7 days a week. I love it. And going through these stories, and I love watching the classic era mainly. I've only watched the newer ones, but stopped after Matt Smith. Yeah, everyone seemed to have, my generation seemed to have stopped after Matt Smith. My older friend, I nearly said older brother, I mean he basically is a brother to me, but my older friend, who's also the same age as KLC, he stopped after Matt Smith as well, so it seemed to be around that, I don't know why, but obviously I wasn't going to stop, because I was infatuated with the show. As soon as I saw it, I was infatuated with it. I mean, this guy regenerates and never dies. That's so cool. And, he's an alien and he's from far off worlds. It just feeds my need for fantasy and escapism. Anyway, I'm just going to go up the old chat. Question, if you had to live... Oh, I thought that was live. If you had to live with another YouTube reseller, who would it be? Hard one, that. It really is a hard one. I'm gonna have to take a minute to think on that, because that is really that's really hard. I've always liked Caroline and Phil. I know they've sort of got rid of the channel and stuff. I think I've always liked them because, for one, I've chatted to them a lot online previous. I don't really chat to them much anymore, but a year ago I was chatting to them really intensely, really got to know them, and obviously I met up with them and stuff, and I just think they're really cool. They're kind of somewhat Phil is kind of somewhat how I envisage myself in the future, just kind of a rough, some of his kind of traits and stuff, and how he talks and all the rest of it, I can see there's going to be a bit of that element in me when I'm older, essentially. So that would be quite cool. I suppose other than that, yeah, it's hard. It'd be cool to share a flat or something with Corey. That'd be pretty cool, I suppose. Possibly Andrew, because I know if I don't say him, he's gonna be like, "Why didn't you say me?" But maybe Andrew as well. I think we'd get along pretty well, actually, me and Andrew. So yeah, possibly Andrew. But yeah. Yeah, so basically your favourite Doctor is all of them. Yeah, it is. Ads, what's your best chat up line? I'm not really that into you. No, I don't know. The reason I say that is because I'm literally saying to them, look, we're not going to be together. And that actually, if the other person is interested somewhat in you, kind of makes them, actually, I'd kind of like to pursue this person. But I suppose it works more if it's a girl saying that and then the guy's pursuing the girl, rather than the guy saying that and then the girl pursuing the guy. But yeah, just don't come on too strong, just chill, it's not the end of the... Think about it, right? It's not the end of the world if you don't get with someone. It really isn't. And I've been through that so many times. I've had so much rejection throughout high school and everything. I used to be a fiend. Is that the right word? I don't want to come off of something I'm not. But I mean that I used to be, let's say, infamous for, kind of chatting up different girls or messaging different girls online and then going into school and chatting with them and stuff, all the rest of it. And I got so much rejection because of that, because I would just constantly be going to different girls kind of thing. Not necessarily getting into a relationship with different girls, but, if someone rejected me, I'd go to someone else, essentially. So I would, obviously after a little bit of time, not necessarily within a minute, but, a little bit of time. When I say a little bit of time, I do mean days here. I don't mean weeks or months, so I was pretty quick. But then I do that. So I got used to rejection, and it's like, well, just close it down. If something doesn't work, close it down, move on. It's not the end of the world. So if you treat it like that, if you treat it with that little bit of, is it nonchalant? Is it nonchalant or whatever? If you treat it with a bit of that, then the girls actually get, or whatever sex you're going for, get a bit more attracted to you because they're thinking, oh, he's quite confident in his own ability, he's quite confident in himself, so yeah, it'd be cool. And I touched on this last week, so I won't ramble about that too much. Did I just click that up? Arrow for that question? Right, I'm not going to click the up arrow for that. No, wait, did I click it? Oh no, I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot now. I'm gonna click it. So I might not be on 13, but I'm sorry if I'm not. I can always go down again. But that's okay. Will you do a call-in show again sometime? I will probably, but it's just, the trolling and stuff the other week. It just wasn't brilliant. So we'll see. Maybe someday, but I can't promise anything at this moment. It might just be better just to get some people on live, although I don't know how to do that through OBS. It's one of the things I don't know how to do on OBS, which is where you do the split screen thing. I'm not too sure on that, so yeah, but we will probably do something at some time. Let me have a look. If you didn't do reselling, what would be your choice of job? Well, that's obvious, isn't it? I'd either be a psychologist or a philosopher. There may be sometime in the future that I am that officially, unofficially. I don't know. Technically, I suppose I somewhat am unofficially now. But yeah, those would be the two jobs I would do. Public speaker. I'd love to do public speaking, although that sounds really odd because of me having my anxiety, and it's like, you want to be a public speaker but you've got anxiety, that doesn't really work. But I would love to do it. I'd love to do it if I could get over that kind of initial nerves of going on stage and getting up, and I can really, if I get a little script going or whatever, if I memorize some stuff, I can really get people going. So I'd like to do that, because I have a lot of energy. Sometimes I use my energy in the right way, other times I use it in a little bit more of a negative way, but I do have quite a lot of energy, as many people will be aware, so I can use that for a positive influence on people and bring them up, essentially. So so I'd probably do public speaking, philosopher, psychologist. I would also do what Alan Watts did, which was self-confessed, or self-stated kind of thing, when you state yourself as being something. But he self-stated himself as a philosophical entertainer. So he would, like if you watched any of his talks on YouTube and stuff, he throws a little bit of comedy in there. It's not conventional comedy though. It's philosophical comedy. It's weird. It's very odd how it works. But he looks at just little things in life and he'll make a bit of a joke out of them, kind of. It's like observational comedy, but in the realm of philosophy. It's very cool, and it does make me laugh on some some occasions. So I do a little bit of that as well and stuff. So it's a mishmash of things, really. It's like a few bits and bobs kind of thing, mashed together. Right then, let me go up the chat. Let me have a look. Just 3 hours ads. We'll have no time for live shows for a while. Keep chasing the squirrels. 3 hours? Just go 3 hours. Oh, just go for 3 hours. Well, no, I don't know. Oh, right, yeah, that was a question, wasn't it? Let me put 14 on there. Right, well, cool. No, I can't go for 3 hours. I'm not doing it. Well, if that taken out of context would be very bad. Nobody take that out of context. I can't go for... Well, it's not that bad because I don't think anyone can go for that long anyway. But, so let me go up. Let me go up the chat. Do I have a monthly turnover figure you're working on? No. Oh, well, I'll click it now because I forget. What I maybe need to start doing is clicking it as I read the question out, so then I know I've done it. I don't have a monthly figure. It's too sporadic. At Christmas, it could be like 5k plus, 6k, 7k, whatever it may be. I don't know. Again, it's just a guesstimate, really, that. But then at other years, it's so quiet and it goes right down, and you're like, I can't. I used to have this thing of 3k a month, right? Where I'd hit 3k a month, bang on, bang on, bang on. 100 quid a day, that is, basically. But then I thought to myself, yeah, but, let's say 1 month I'll do less than that in summer or whatever. I'm just kind of, I'm setting a I suppose I'm setting a thing for my own downfall in one regard. If I just take it as it comes, if I just get on with the work, if I just keep going, keep plugging on, and, you know, I might have some sort of listing goal or something like that, you know, something to direct me, because you've always got to have a goal, but something to direct me, but not necessarily too sales oriented, then what I've done is I've got that all in my own control. They're goals that I can control. I can control the amount of stuff I list. I can't necessarily control the amount of stuff I sell. You get the illusion that you can because you're thinking, oh, well, you know, if I'm listing consistently, I can control it. But you can't 100% control the amount of sales you get. So I'm trying to orient my goals, and I don't know where I've got this from. I am nicking this from someone, so I can't remember where I got it from. It could be another reseller, it could be somewhere else. I don't know. I don't want to lay claim to it, though. But basically, I'm trying to get goals that are within my control, opposed to external things that might be opposed to kind of fluctuation. Because then what you're doing is you're putting your self-worth, or you're putting your worth into a goal that you can't fully control, and when it doesn't come off, you get really negative. If you actually don't achieve a goal that you can control, yes, you'll get negative, but you'll think, well, you know, it was on me, alright then, let's try again next time. But if you're putting a goal that you can't control, you're going to be really negative, because you're going to be like, oh my god, I needed to do this, but you can't really determine how you're going to do it anyway, because you don't know. People might just not be buying at that time, so then you're getting down about people not buying, and that's not something you should get down about, because that's just people's buying habits and stuff, or certain slow periods in the year. Just accept it and move on, and do what you can control, essentially. So that's what I do anyway. Let me go up. I'm going to go up the chat a bit, because we might have got... Oh my god. I'm very thankful to everyone who's giving me all these questions. It's absolutely brilliant. Question, ads. Is there anything that you have sold that you wish you had kept? Oh, there probably was a couple of items, but I really can't remember now. Yeah, I sell too much, and I don't retain the information of what I've sold. I just... onto the next thing, but yeah, there was possibly a couple of bits, maybe a couple of bits of... Oh, I know. 2 bits of Doctor Who stuff, actually. I got a, like, almost complete, fully sealed Fact Files DVD collection, Doctor Who Fact Files DVD collection, and I sold it for maybe 50 or 60 quid, and yeah, I would have liked to... I was very tempted with that one. And also, a sealed copy of Genesis of the Daleks. You know, it's not worth anything. It's only worth like 7-8 quid anyway. But I just was tempted to keep it, and then I ended up sending it up to Amazon FBA anyway ages ago. So yeah, it's just one of them things, really. I would have liked to keep a couple of those items. Oh, there was also another one. No, there's another one. Oh my god, there's probably more than this. A Doctor Who, Mego 1970s Tom Baker figure. Sold it for 40 quid or something. And yeah, I would have liked to keep that. That was another one I would have liked to keep. There's a few action figures and stuff I have been very, very tempted to keep. So, yeah, it's just one of those things, really. You just got to do what you can. And just... essentially, if you need the money, or if you are buying something to resell, draw the line and just resell it. You know, you can take it for yourself if you want. But what I tend to do is, if I'm buying something for myself, I'll look at it and I'll think, right, I'm buying that for myself. There and then, before I've even bought it, I'll think, right, that's for myself. If I've bought it to resell, then generally it'll be resold, you know. And if I like something so much, then I won't buy it to resell, will I? I'll just look at it and think, I've got to have that for myself. So it kind of works a little bit in that way. Breakfast, lunch and dinner, or breakfast, tea, dinner and tea. Breakfast, none of those, KLC. Breakfast, lunch and tea. So not breakfast, lunch and dinner, not breakfast, dinner and tea, breakfast, lunch and tea. That's what breakfast, lunch and tea. Yeah, innit? It's all these variants in, is it dialect we call it or something? Regional dialect, in different areas, you know, where we... yeah, where we say different things differently. It's the cob thing, isn't it, again? I don't call it a cob, actually. I call it a bread bun or bread roll, possibly. But it's that thing where people say it's a barm cake, it's a cob, it's a roll, it's a... oh, there's loads of weird... it's a... not a cookie or anything, or a scone or something, I don't know, but there's loads of different ones, isn't there, all around the country with a bread roll. So it's very odd, you know, if someone's going to contest me on the fact that it's not a bread roll, and rightly so, because we don't, you know, it's any of them, you know. Anyway, right, and let's go down a bit again. Oh, I've already done that one. Question, who's the best doctor? Oh, I've already done that. I think when Ads pops his clogs, he'll come back as an IKEA bag. An IKEA bag? My God, an IKEA bag. Right, let me go down. Oh, God, what have I done here? Sorry, one sec. Clicking off and everything here. Right, I'm going to go down the chat now. It's going to jump like crazy. So are people ready for this when it jumps? We're never going to do this 50 questions, are we? We get to 25 possibly, but not 50. Ah, well, we can always try another week, can't we? Do they use the term MILF in the UK? Oh, it's talking to BCP. Can I have that one as a question? I know you're talking to BCP, but come on. Give me that as a question. Yes, we do. We do use that term. Bang. Another question in the bank. Come on, people. Get your questions in. I can't see many. Right, question. Have you met my favourite new lady reseller, Lindsay? Lindsay, is that the Lindsay Glenn in the US? Is that right? I've not met her. I've not really watched many of the videos because is she more clothing? I don't know, but I've not met her. I've seen her on YouTube, I think she's on Instagram as well. But I don't know. Possibly you're on about someone else called Lindsay. I don't know, but yeah, I have looked at a few other resellers actually. There's been a few more on YouTube recently, so yeah. It's been nice to see a few more resellers. What's KLC saying? Who's KLC saying that to? I'm not going to read it out, but right, I'm just going to go up the chat very quickly just to see. Are you aware I smashed a first to 1,000 listings challenge yet today? Oh, you don't mean you did 1,000 listings in a day? That's what I was thinking you mean. You were thinking, that's actually quite a funny question because you're saying, am I aware? It's kind of almost not a question. But, yeah, I'm going to take it as a question anyway. But yeah, so it has a question mark, so we're going to take it as a question. So, no, so what were you on, like 950 or something, and then you managed to do about 50 listings or something? But no, I wasn't aware of that anyway, so, yeah, I think I've got bloody close to, I think I'm very, very close to 1,500 now, which is crazy. I need to have a sort out. And I've not got an alphanumeric system. You know, I've not got a listing system, not a listing system, storage system. So yeah, pretty bad. Not looking good. I need a storage system. I really do. Oh God, everything's. Lindsay is in my group. Oh right, okay, cool. Did he answer if Jesus could barefoot water ski? Well, in the Bible it says that he walked on water. Didn't it? Was it Peter in the Bible who walked on water towards Jesus? And basically he was brave enough to put his feet in the water, and his feet sunk down a little bit, but he managed to walk over towards Jesus, and you know, basically it's a test of faith in one regard. I don't think really Jesus was. He might have been seeing it as such. I don't know. Did it say in the Bible he was seeing it as such? But I'm not sure. But he could walk on water, so I don't know whether he could water ski. Well, in the land of the Bible, if you choose to believe that or not, I think really there is quite a lot of truth in the Bible, but not in maybe the exaggerated things of it. I think that maybe slightly lower down, but even in the realm of like mysticism and spirituality and stuff, there's people who can do kind of slightly supernatural things. They're called siddhi powers, where you gain certain abilities and certain slightly elevated, possibly superhuman abilities. Well, yeah, they are in a way superhuman abilities. And so some mystics have claimed to have those powers and stuff, and some people have witnessed them and all the rest of it. So if Jesus was an incarnation of God that was in some way incredibly connected with the divine source, therefore he would have incredibly powerful mystic powers essentially and siddhi. So it's possible, but you know, I think there's a lot of truth in the Bible, not necessarily that he walked on water. Don't know, who knows? But it's open for your interpretation on that, whatever you would like to choose to believe. So yeah, so I don't know. Maybe not. I really don't know. Anyway, rather than that as a question, well, it was a question. Right then. Oh God, I hope not. What's that all for? Question: Can you say happy birthday to my best mate, Phil McCracklin? No! Oh God! No! I walked into that one. Phil McCracken. Oh my God. Oh bloody hell! Seriously, that is a good one. That's the trolling that you want, right? That's the low-level trolling that you want. You see, I respect that guy for doing that because he's not coming here, right? He's not necessarily a troll or anything, but he's not coming here like loads of these trolls do and like me, all the rest of it, spamming a load of crap. He's been clever. He's been clever about that. So I respect him. I think it's a him. It's Grumpy Pear anyway. I don't know, but yeah. So big up, respect for that, because that was like I did under the radar. That was good. Yeah, that is respect. That is. Anyway, let's have a look down the chat. I'm not getting many questions. I need some more questions. Oh right, was that a? One sec. I'm just gonna move this question counter over because it's going a little bit off there and it's not very aligned. I like things to be aligned, So yeah, 21 questions in the bank or whatever. Probably won't get to 50, but we'll see. I don't know how long this is going to be. It might be a bit longer than an hour, but we'll see. What are you selling on Etsy ads? I can't disclose that. If I did, it's already a niche that's way competitive. And, I can't really say, because if I say, or if I show it on video, it's just inviting far too much of my own competition. As I say, it's a very competitive niche as it is. But I will say that they are printables, and, that covers a huge range of stuff. And yeah, I'm designing things on Photoshop and stuff, but that's the limit I'm going to say. I'm not going to say my store, I'm not going to say anything like that. It's totally disconnected from anything I do. The store name or everything, it's totally disconnected. So, yeah, I can't really say. I'd love to. You know what I'm like with sharing. I love sharing with you guys about everything I'm doing. But I just feel on this occasion I really can't share. And it frustrates me more than anyone. I have to get that across. It frustrates me more than anyone because I love sharing. I absolutely love it. I love being open with you guys about the things I'm doing, but I just can't, and it does. It really gets me because I'm like, oh, I want to. I really do want to. David McGuire. Oh no, we're not. I'm not answering that one, David. We're not answering that one. Oh my God, it's getting crazy in there now. Oh yeah, Tommy. Yeah, right. You know what? I will look into that chat. Let me one sec. Right, there we go. Right, I've just opened up his channel in a new tab, so we should be I should be all right later on. I'll just go and check out his channel. Question: Will you actually go back and read the questions? I have gone back. I can't see that I've answered like plenty of them, but yeah. So 23, cool. Right, we're doing good. We're doing well. We're not doing good, but we're doing okay. Right, I'm gonna go up. Andrew. I don't think there's many there that I've not answered. I really don't. What is your age? 23. Good one. Nice, easy one. Thanks. Yeah, so 23. Soon to be 24 in... Well, I say soon to be, about 5 months. But that's soon enough for me. I don't want to be 24, but oh well, it's okay. It's alright. We all get older, don't we? We have to get older. Anyway. Question. No, I've read all the. I've done all these. Andrew. Have a look. Oh no, there's a couple. What's the biggest type of item you are willing to sell online and ship? Can I do a hand gesture? Will you be able to scale the hand gesture? I don't know, but kind of maybe like that. Well, no, you can't because I'm going too far up. Suitcase, like one of those big leather vintage suitcase size, something like that. I wouldn't want to go bigger than that really. I like, that's enough for me. So yeah, I'd say I think I might have sold couple of bits bigger than that, but yeah, that's kind of like my size. If I was doing anything bigger than that, I'd have to do collection only and stuff. I know that George and other people in the chat do all the like the shipping furniture and stuff. I probably wouldn't do that, to be honest, just because I'm lazy. Other people they go for it, and they get stuck in and they do the work. I'm just like, a bit lazy. So yeah, 25, halfway there. We're not gonna get there, I don't think, but we'll see. I'm doubting myself already. It's terrible. I shouldn't doubt myself, but we can get there if we stay on for 2 hours. But I don't think many people will want to stay on and listen to me ramble for 2 hours just to get to 50 questions. Well, I don't know. Consensus in the chat. If you want to stay on for 2 hours, put 2 hours in the chat or something. But I don't think people will want to anyway. So, anyway. Oh no! Wait, no, it's jumped again. 1 sec. Oh god, I'm amazed at how many questions are coming through. Oh no! Now I've said put that 2 hours in the chat. It's gonna jump again, isn't it? Damn it. Right. Ooh. Out of all the scat and hentai pics I posted, oh, it was you. Oh my god, it was your urban reseller. Okay. I was very tempted then. I was very tempted to click your 3 dots and ban you straight away. But I'm gonna give you a chance. I'm being nice. I want that noted. I'm being nice. I don't know what my favourite was. I don't think any of them were my favourite. The dismemberment photos were, oh god, they were horrible. No, didn't like. I caught one of them, and it was, oh god, no. He probably knows me so well that he knows I don't like blood and gore and stuff. So he probably chose. Well, I'm saying he. I don't know why I'm saying it's a he, but I'm guessing it's he. He probably knows that, and then he's like, oh yeah, I'll post this horrible photo to the Discord. Right. No, I'm not gonna fall for that one, Tommy. You can get me once. You can fool. What is it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Is that right? I don't know. But yeah. You're not going to shame on me, or I'm not going to shame on me. What is your mother's maiden name? Well, this is getting a bit weird now, like people trying to, I don't know, find my mother on the internet. So, what's your mother's maiden name? No, I'm joking. What is it? Oh, God, I forgot now. Crosby. My mother's maiden name is Crosby. Is it like Bing Crosby? Is Bing Crosby with a Y? Bing Crosby is with a Y, right? My mum's is B-I-E. Yeah. I don't know. Is Bing Crosby with a Y? I'm not sure. Anyway, let me go down. Yes, Andrew. Ads, you gonna be a D-I-L-F, and I'm spelling that out because I don't want to get demonetized or anything. I probably will, to be honest, anyway. But yeah. No, I wasn't saying yes to the question. I was just saying yeah, as in a. To say yes, I don't know, but no, well, I'm not, because I don't have a son or a daughter or anything. Will I be? Well, it'd be nice to think a few people would see me in that way, but I don't know. I don't particularly think I would be incredibly attractive or anything. Grow a little bit, get a bit of like kind of slight bit of grey or something in it. It'd be quite nice. Anyway, let me have a jump down the chat. Oh god, the chat is it's actually freezing on me. It's literally freezing on me because I don't know whether it's that there's so many people in there. I don't know. Hey, ads, how many? Oh wait, did I just answer that? I just answered that question, right? Right, I'm gonna put 27. I'm pretty sure I answered that question from mother's maiden name, and I don't think I clicked it. Question: which YouTube reseller would you marry? You can't say yourself. I'm landing myself in it though. If I say an answer to that, if it's not another guy, I'm landing myself in it. And even if it is another guy, it makes it a little bit weird. I can't. I'm going to forfeit the question, and I'm not going to put it up because I can't say that, because someone's going to come to me, whoever I say, is going to message me on Insta or message me somewhere and say, why are you saying that? Do you fancy me or something? When I don't fancy them. I'm just saying an answer to say an answer, so it's like, God, and I'm not even going to say who I find attractive, because then that's going to land me in it even more. So, yeah, I'm going to forfeit that question. I'm sorry, but I have to. How many alien species... Oh, Retro Boot Disc. Hi there, Retro Boot Disc. Nice to see you in. How many alien species are there out there? I don't know. It's a big universe, 90 billion light years from side to side. What, like, didn't that Kepler space telescope, when they extrapolated out the results that they got from the 3,000 light year search, when they actually like projected that out in terms of the entire universe, didn't they estimate that there was 17 billion Earth-like planets in the universe? Now, out of 17 billion Earth-like planets, even if only like 1% of them harbour life, surely that's in the millions or something, or the hundreds of thousands, even 1%. So, a lot, if we're to go off, mathematics, numbers like that. If we're just to go off general logic, the universe is massive. Surely there's a few out there. I'm not going to say an exact number, but there's got to be a few. And yes, okay, out of those few 100,000 or few million Earth-like Earth-like planets that harbour life, that could just be simple life, like one-celled organisms, single-celled organisms or something. So then we have to refine it further than that. So then you might get a lower number. But it's gotta be a lot. But then there's the whole argument of, well, if there's so many species out there who are as intelligent as us, or more intelligent than us, why aren't we seeing spacecrafts around, and why aren't we seeing, like, actual, what is it, like a electromagnetic resonance or something from the equipment they're using and stuff. So then there's that argument, isn't there? And then you think, oh, well, possibly. But then there's the argument in counter to that argument of the nano size. I think Brian Cox said it, or someone said it anyway, where actually the technology for those species, because they're so intelligent, has become so micro that we can't actually pick it up on our scanners and radars, and it's just so beyond us that it still exists, it's still out there, but we can't actually pick it up. So, there's always that argument as well. So there's different sides to it. But for me personally, I've always been very interested in space exploration. And, I wouldn't say I know a lot about it, just a little bits here and there. I like watching documentaries on it. And, and I can't see there being any reason that aliens wouldn't exist. But it's just in how, the frequency over the kind of vastness of the universe, how frequently they pop up. Could be the fact that there's only a few of them out there, could be the fact that there's quite a lot of them out there, but, it does seem a little bit far-fetched to say that there are millions and millions and millions out there, because we probably would have picked up on them now. But, yeah, it's hard, it's a bit of a subject that you can really get yourself wrapped up in, and you can go around in circles kind of thing. So, anyway, so that's another question in it, so that's alright there. Let me just go off that there, right. Jazz hands, please. Alright then, I'll satisfy you. Jazz. I can't do it with this one, can I? Because I've got cerebral palsy, so... I can do it with that one, a bit. Sort of. That's more like it, anyway. You just, like, shake it like that. But, yeah, that's not having it. Yeah, that's not... I'm not doing that. Right, so, no, that wasn't a question. Okay, I'm not going to put that. You're on in the background, chat away. Oh, right, a few people are saying 2 hours. I bet you couldn't get to 50 in an hour. We're already at an hour. We're literally in about 5 minutes, we're at an hour. Now, is that a question, Andrew? You've not put a question mark there. Can I take that as a question? I think I'm gonna take that as a question, because it is really a question. Oh, no, it isn't. No, it isn't a question, is it? I bet you could... No, it isn't actually. No, I was thinking it was a question, but it's not. Yeah, possibly not then. Is the world a simulation? Quick yes or no? No. I would say it's an illusion, but it's not a simulation direct. And when I say it's an illusion, I'm not going to go into detail here because you've said quick yes or no. But, a quick yes or no for me is at least a few sentences. You ought to know that if you've been following me for a while. I don't know whether you have. But, yeah, it's an illusion in the sense of, if we're to take the ultimate reality as being the eternal energy, the one eternal energy is manifest in the world in terms of the internal and the external. So therefore, the reality of the manifestation that we're perceiving, this is just in my kind of metaphysics, is a is an illusionary force, essentially, and the real grounded reality is on that divine level of the ultimate reality. Whatever you want to call that is up to you. Whether you call it God, whether you call it Tao, whether you call it the ultimate reality, whether you're a scientist and you want to call it the ultimate energy or the eternal energy behind this, like the energy of the universe or whatever. Doesn't matter. You can look at that grounded reality from all viewpoints. You can look at it from a viewpoint of mysticism, from religion, from science, and all of these things come together when we can start to see that thing. Now, some people, as I say, like to call it God. They get comfort in that. Other people like to call it Tao, which is, in Taoism, in the Taoist philosophy and also the Taoist religion, is this... It's kind of everything there is, essentially. Everything there is and everything there isn't. It's all of non-existence and existence, but it also equates to the way of nature as well, or the kind of the flow of nature, and flowing with the course of the Tao is when you're flowing with the course of nature. So, so you can look at this in all different ways, but for me, that's what it is. But it isn't a simulation, because simulations are human concept. You can only get a simulation from a computer. Now, humans have created computers. So that's a mechanical viewpoint that is then inside a conceptual framework of humanity. So therefore, it wouldn't be, in my opinion, as a philosopher, as arguing this as a philosophical kind of viewpoint, it wouldn't be a simulation. It's arguable whether even illusion is the right word to label it, to be honest, but that's what I've gone with. We can debate that. We can argue whether a different word would be more suitable if you would like. But as I say, you've said yes or no, so I'm not going to ramble about this anymore. Anyway, 29 there. God, we're doing good today. I'm on fire today, aren't I? I'm on fire. What's going on? Can we have Discord back? Yes, at some point, maybe, I don't know. But you've said that, Urban Reseller, and I know that all you're going to do is bloody spam me with messages, so possibly not. But thank you very much for the question nonetheless. So, 30 there. Right, let me go down a bit. Oh my god, we're getting so many questions today. It's incredible, isn't it? This is incredible. Oh, sorry, the chat's froze again. I'm going to have to wait a second. Wow, we're getting incredible amounts of questions in here. This is incredible. I can't believe it. I should have done this ages ago, this 50 questions in an hour thing. Question, which YouTube resellers do you fancy? There's a lot of... Right, I'll answer this question, but not in the way that you want me to answer the question. There's a lot of very attractive girls out there in the YouTube reselling community who... I don't really fancy anyone at the moment, to be honest. It's quite nice, actually, knowing that I don't fancy anyone at the moment. It's like I'm just happy doing my work and, interacting with my friends and you guys and stuff. And it's just nice place to be, not fancy anyone. But, I can perceive from afar the beauty of a lot of the YouTube resellers, the girls out there. And also quite a few of the guys, gotta say. There's quite a few of the guys out there that are quite handsome. There are ones out there, but I don't fancy anyone in particular at the moment. I have, I'd like little fantasizing, not fantasizing. I have had like little periods of fancying. That's the word I'm trying to get. I don't know why I couldn't get it. I've been gone through periods of fancying different YouTube resellers. Obviously, I've not really told them or anything. But these things come and go. Your attractiveness. You're attractive to someone. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with perceiving someone's beauty. And then maybe some feelings develop or whatever. But you don't need to pursue it. You can just let them subside if you want. If you feel that that's the best course of action, especially, maybe there's some people out there who are married or whatever it may be, that's definitely the right course of action, So, just do that, So, but there's no one at the moment anyway. So, I'm having that question 31. Right, so we're at 31 and we're at about an hour now. So, that's not too bad. Let me just push that down a bit there. That's not too bad. I'm happy with that. Does each one of those planets have its own YouTube? Well, this is the other thing, isn't it, really? That's an interesting one. What do we... That's another... I mean, it's just speculation. It's just fun. Just having a bit of fun, really. But, it's nice to speculate. It's nice to just have a bit of fun with it and think, oh, well, I wonder what do these planets have? Are they like us? Is there other planets out there who have like almost the exact identical beings as us, doing almost the exact same things? I mean, that goes more in hand with the parallel universe, not parallel, well, yeah, parallel universes, but multi-universe theory, rather than just, you know, other planets in this universe. But you gotta think, maybe even in this universe, let alone another universe, but in this universe, maybe there are other planets out there who have, what's it called? Convergent evolution, isn't that it? Where on this planet, there was a group of birds, wasn't there? What were they called? The ostrich, the kiwi, the ratites. Is it the ratites? Ratites or something. And they basically flew to, you know, before they evolved, they flew to different areas in the world. And then they all evolved into flightless birds. And they were all at different areas of the planet. But they all converged on being flightless birds in the end. That's why we've got things like ostrich, kiwi, emu. What's that one that begins with C? The blue one. The blue bird. Is it in... not Madagascar. Somewhere like that. It's a bloody brilliant bird. Cassowary. Cassowary? Something like that, anyway. It's like the most dinosaur-looking... kind of thing on the planet, you know, animal on the planet. Yeah, so it's convergent evolution. There wasn't any interference between those things, but they all converged on being flightless. Now, of course, they all look quite different, but there's something to be said that possibly on even other planets, if life evolves in that same way, if it shapes up, you know, like in the same way, then it's possible that they could look very similar to us. Maybe not the same, but very similar. So, you know, it's quite interesting. And what's the other thing? Isn't it speculative zoology? Or no, it's not cryptozoology, is it? Speculative zoology, where they basically speculate how things might have actually evolved. Like, if the dinosaurs hadn't got wiped out, then it would apparently the dinosaurs may have evolved into a humanoid shape. But I think that there was a paper done that may have disproved that theory. A guy had this theory in like the 80s or the 90s. I think another paper came out to disprove that theory. So it's possible that I'm giving away not factual information there. So I just wanted to state that without obviously, you know, I don't want to give away completely not factual information. So, you know, but there's that point there. So it's an interesting one. Anyway, I think that's 32. I don't think I clicked it before. So yeah, I mean, I can ramble about some stuff, can't I? You wouldn't know what's in this brain. It just comes out. I'm like, how do I know this stuff? I haven't a clue. I used to watch so many documentaries when I was young, and I have one of those brains that just absorbs it. You know, yeah, I love my knowledge. You know, it's like absorbing a big bowl of soup or something. You know, it's like, oh yeah, brilliant. Give me my knowledge. Give me my knowledge. You know, knowledge bombs. Let me go down a bit. Wow, we're getting so much questions in. It's incredible today. I'm very, very thankful for everyone who's been participating in this 50 questions thing. But yeah, so, Retro Boot Disc ads, Ledge. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for supporting me long term as well. You've been on this channel for since I started, basically, haven't you? You've been watching me for 4 years. You're probably one of my oldest subscribers, to be honest. I don't think there's many people who've stuck around as long as you on my channel, so I'm very thankful for that. Jennifer says, hi ads, new here. Some friends recommended your channel. Recommended my channel. Who was that? Oh, that's cool. Maybe it's not anyone I know, actually. I was assuming it was maybe some other YouTube resellers recommending me. Yeah, it's a bit crazy over here. Sometimes things go a bit mental, but that's how it is, you know. Sometimes we discuss reselling, sometimes we discuss other things. Thursday Talks is just one of those shows that goes off the rails and just is all over the place, really. But it's a laugh, you know, it's a bit of a laugh. So, right, I'm going to go down the chat again. I don't think we got... Oh, yeah, we have got another couple of questions. Question, do you feel like you're on The Truman Show? I've never watched it, Louise. I've never watched it, so I don't know. That's the one with Jim Carrey. I don't think that is the one with Jim Carrey. That's Liar, isn't it? No, actually, it's Truman Show Jim Carrey as well. I'm not sure. I don't know. But no, I don't know what it is. Is that the one? I guess is that one where they have to be truthful? No, I don't know. That's Liar Liar. But I'm thinking that because of the name Truman, maybe it's truth. Oh God, I'm just making things up. I don't know. But I guess not. I guess I don't feel like that because I've not seen it. But I'll take the question to 33. Brilliant. Do you like this Tommy guy? Which Tommy guy? Tommy Bernard? Bernard? I don't know. I've not really read many of his comments. I'm struggling to keep up, to be honest, with everyone. The chat's jumping so quick. It's brilliant. You know, it's not normally like this. So I'm not really focused on any one person's comments. I'm just getting the questions and being done with it. But he seems like he's not really saying too much. It doesn't seem like he's saying anything bad or anything. I've just looked at a couple of his other messages there. Right, what was I doing now? Right, so I've done that one. We've got some gorgeous gals watching today. Right. I was going to say thank you very much then, as if he was giving me a compliment. I don't know why I was thinking that. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'm not keeping up that much, Andrew. But okay. Right. Oh, do you like this Tommy guy? Yeah, well, we'll add that as a question. I know it was a kind of a weak question, but we'll add it. Would you rather have a monobrow or no eyebrows? Ooh, that's a good one, isn't it? I've always liked my eyebrows, you know. They're quite good, aren't they? They're fairly thick. Quite nice, actually. I do quite like them. Monobrow. This might be a bit controversial, actually. But I'm going to go monobrow because I don't think I'd look very good with no eyebrows. I know probably most people would say no eyebrows, but yeah, I'd say monobrow, you know. And also, you could always, like, if you did have a monobrow, then you could, I suppose it would grow back stronger, but I suppose you could shave it off. I don't know. I don't know. Or you could get it treated a little bit, you know. I don't know. Or if you don't really care, if you're just happy to have a monobrow, then just leave it as it is. So yeah, anyway, so that's that one. So we're on 35. Right then, let me go down. If you could meet the CEO of racism, what would you say? I don't think there's a CEO of racism. It's not a company, is it? I don't know what I would say. Why are you being a bloody idiot? You know, it's like, you know, it just makes me. It makes me question people when they attach a sense of worth to someone based on skin colour or attractiveness or anything, you know, anything like that. It's like, come on, there's some awesome people out there, whether it be that they're black or white, whether it be that they're attractive or not attractive, whether it be that they're short or tall or fat or skinny or whatever. It doesn't matter. There's people I have met who I'm really grateful to. No famous people or anything, but just people, just out there who I've met, and I couldn't care less about what their physical appearance is, as long as they're happy with it. And I've met them, and they're bloody brilliant people, you know. And I actually get this feeling every now and then. And I have it especially with my close friends, actually. And it might be an inferiority thing on my own part of, you know, me kind of feeling, I don't know, sometimes feeling inferior or whatever. But I always feel like when people spend considerable time around me, I always think, you're actually choosing to spend a part of your finite existence, your life, you know, that only has as I say, this finite existence with me. And that might be a philosopher's viewpoint, I don't know, it might be why I've thought it like that, but I always think, it's like all these people in the chat right now, they are choosing to spend a little bit of their finite existence with me. That, really think about that, what that actually means, you know, that, like, it's crazy, it's absolutely crazy, like, people will choose to spend a part of their finite existence with me, or anyone else for that matter, you know, that, how grateful, you know, is that people actually choose, because you could be locked in a room somewhere, I mean, I am kind of in a room somewhere, but, you know what I mean, you could be in a room somewhere and have no one, and, you know, so it's kind of like, wow, you know, it's like, what's going on kind of thing, and I've always felt like, and I felt like that more so with my close friends, You know, every now and then it just comes up, this thought, and I'm like, wow, you know, they are actually spending that time with it. It's weird, but getting desperate for questions. I am getting desperate for questions. I am, but we've got a few. I can see there's about another 3 or 4 there, so we're okay. Did I put that question on? What was it? The eyebrow and monobrow? No, I think. Oh no, the race one. No, I didn't put the race one on there, did I? Do you thread your eyebrows? I don't know what that means. That can go on so then I don't forget. I don't know what that means. We might do to 51 questions because I don't know whether I've miscounted along the way. I might have miscounted a bit. But anyway, no, I don't know what that means. Do you thread them with a sewing thing or something? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Are you desperate for questions? Did I answer? Oh, that's a question. Oh yeah, that's a question. Yeah, and I didn't actually add that one. Yeah, I'm not desperate for questions right now, but people, if you'd like to put some more in, go for it because we're not quite at the 50 yet, so I will need a few more. You need to watch Truman Show. Is it up my street? Do you reckon I'd like that? I think I would, but yeah, Jim Carrey. Oh well, if it's Jim Carrey, I love Jim Carrey. He's awesome, you know. I love him because obviously he went through. Obviously, most people will be aware of this now, but he went through kind of this spiritual, or it's probably called a spiritual awakening, or whatever you want to call it, really. But he went through this kind of awakening thing, and I followed his progress on that because he was. At first, and I didn't really have much of an understanding of spirituality or anything back then, so it allured me even more because I was only just starting to get into it. But he was like going round. He went to this award ceremony or whatever, and there's an interview online with it, and and this poor woman, because obviously he's in the stage of his awakening where everything's meaningless. Everything means nothing. You basically have different stages of your awakening where you go through a period of realizing everything's nothing, but you don't realize how to actually actively produce something in the world, or actively how to use that information with good intent. So, for example, he went round and he was like, he was saying to her, oh yes, this is meaningless. I wanted to find the most meaningless thing in the world to come to, and I'm going to come to that. And he was basically saying, I don't know who you are. You don't exist. But there's a lovely fragrance in the air and all the rest of it. And obviously what he's doing there, or in my opinion, I don't know whether he was necessarily incredibly spiritually mature, but he was possibly on that wavelength of non-dualism where, you know, everything's this same thing, and that reality in its manifestation of here in existence isn't particularly 100% grounded in true reality, let's say. So therefore he's just going about doing as he wishes, all the rest of it, because he's in a frame of mind of non-concepts as well, in which is a spiritual frame of mind. A frame of non-concepts in the realm of non-dualism, so it's a bit paradoxical in that way. But then he's going around not caring, being like, you know, kind of like a pretty advanced mystic, let's say, even you know, without like the powers and stuff. But but the problem is, if you do that, you have to come out of that stage. You see, you have to come out of it. It's bloody hard stage to get through. My God, I went insane. I went insane. I mean, you could argue I'm still in it somewhat, you know, in that stage of this meaningless thing. But then what you get to is you get to a state of actually, you may as well just do anything, because yes, everything in the grounded reality of this, you know, this kind of ultimate reality thing, or this non-dualism way of thinking, yes, it's kind of all meaningless and it's all conceptual and all the rest of it. But you start to use that and learn with that, and you start to understand that you can be and create anything you want. So then what happens is you go back to yourself, your own persona, your own personality, but in a new way, in a more invigorated way, in a more refreshed way, in a more refined way, and in a more secure way than you were before. So I do like Jim Carrey for that. And obviously, I've watched him for years anyway, and I've always liked him. But I like him more for that because, you know, it's like it was kind of a similar time as when I was starting to look into that kind of thing and that sort of a journey. And Yeah, it just I like him. I think he's awesome. So anyway, did I press that? Ooh. Oh no, that wasn't even a question, was it? Sorry, that wasn't even a question. Right, we're okay. We are okay now. I don't know whether I've got any more questions up the chat, so I'm just going to go up the chat very quickly, and then we will have a continue. We will continue. Ads. If you had to make 10k, how much would you invest in sourcing to pull this out? I don't know. It depends where you. I would say, well, you got to invest 2 or 3k, surely. I mean, if you're getting like 4 to 5 times your money back, something like 4 times your money back. No, but what are you saying? Are you saying 10k sales or 10k net? Because 10k net, God, you'd have to spend 4 or 5k to do 10k net. I would say. Yeah, I'd say something like that, 4 or 5k. If you want 10k gross sales, probably what 2 or 3k, and that's going off the that's not, I can't even say that word. Presupposition. Is that right? Is that how you say it? I think that's the right word to use. I don't know. Presupposition that you are getting maybe 3 to 4 times your money back sales, or maybe 5 times your money back sales. So I don't know. I'm guessing it's hard to work out really. It depends where you're going and stuff. Anyway, that's another question there. So thank you very much. Oh, someone deleted his messages. That urban guy. Is the world's evolution just a super rare combination of coincidence or of chemistry and conditions that allowed life to grow? That would be difficult to say. It could have happened elsewhere. That would be difficult to say. It could have. Yeah. Yeah, it is hard to say. It is hard to say, and I think that's why kind of this. I don't think these days. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not sure. But I don't think these days this theory of convergent evolution is completely accepted in the wider scientific community. I think it might be a little bit old, but there's got to be an argument made for the fact that certain forms might take shape on other planets if the conditions are very, very similar to this planet. But we have got the argument, as you say, about the kind of the super rare combinations. It's whether those kind of that chemistry or that those kind of elements exist on those other planets and stuff, whether they're present there, and then whether that goes to take form. So, for example, like if you've got an ocean, then on this planet, we've got loads of different diversification in the ocean. With regards to different fish and stuff. But you can see with a lot of fish, there's a very base form. So you've got this, this little thing here with the little tail. I'm doing a terrible air drawing of that. But, it's a little tail on the back here. Oh, no, it's not working. You know what a fish looks like. And you know what the basic thing of a fish looks like. It could be that a basic form, a similar, not identical, but a basic similar form could formulate on another planet. But, it's speculation. We don't know. It could be the fact that it's completely different. And on certain planets, it might be that it's completely different. But maybe on one of them, it is similar. So I'm not too sure. But so it's not really my field. It's just something I kind of have looked into a little bit. So I just ramble about things, really. I don't think I've got any questions up here. Yeah, we're cool. I've not got any questions up there, so that's good. Right then, we're getting close. We're 39. I don't think I needed to answer any others. Cheers for answering the questions. No worries. I'm trying to keep up with everyone. I'm actually doing pretty well. How do we know they even need these conditions? Well, no, we don't need these conditions. Well, I would say that scientists would argue that you'd need water, surely, liquid water or something to support life. That would be the base element. But they may not be carbon-based life forms. They may be silicon-based life forms. They may be other based life forms. So it's possible that in that case they would completely be different. They they could formulate in a similar way again, but they would probably be completely different in one sense. And as well, you got to think about temperature of the planet. So there is what's known as the Goldilocks zone, which is where there's a little obviously we call it because of the Goldilocks thing of this porridge is too hot, that too cold, and then this is just right. So you have like this zone. So you've got a star, right? And then let's say you've got 3 planets rotating around the star. The nearest one to the sun is too hot. Furthest one away is too cold, right? But then this middle one here is just right, the Goldilocks zone. It's in the Goldilocks zone. So on that one, even though it's in the Goldilocks zone, it might be a fair bit hotter than our planet. You know, it might be like 70, 80 degrees, or I don't know. You know, but it might be a bit hotter. So then, because it's hotter, other life forms have to evolve in a different way to cope with the advanced heat. So in that regard, they're going to be different. So yeah, I mean it's a very, very plausible argument that on each of these different planets there is going to be completely different biodiversity to what we have on our planet. It's completely rational argument, really. So yeah, right then, let me do that. So I've got 40 there. What is your favourite kind of potato? Now, I have... Oh, God, my hair's looking a bit of a mess today. Ah, well. I've got my hat on anyway. So, I have a bit of a... what's the word? Viewpoint to the contrary, on the contrary. I don't know. I've never used that phrase, really, so I shouldn't use it. But I have a bit of a different viewpoint. Controversial, that's the word I'm looking for. I always use that word. I love it, and I forgot it. Controversial viewpoint. I'll just put this up so then I know. I have a controversial viewpoint on this. I actually think that sweet potatoes, I'm not too keen on them. I did have some sweet potato fries the other week, and they were actually quite nice. So maybe my tastes are changing with sweet potatoes, but I'm not too big on them. I know a lot of people, they seem to be the in thing at the moment with potatoes. Everyone loves them. Apparently they've got lower sugar or whatever it is in them, like something lower that's better for you. Or not as much carbohydrates or something. I'm not sure. Something like that. But yeah, I'm not too big on them. So I would just say ordinary white potatoes. I don't really go to the lengths of saying King Edward or Maris Piper. I know that King Edward is meant to be better for chips, and Maris Piper, is that meant to be a little bit better for mash or something? I don't go to that extent. I just get a bloody potatoes from Sainsbury's, whatever they are, just the basic ones or something like that in a little bag, and that's that. So I don't know, but I know there's certain potatoes that you're meant to use for different things and all that. You can use any potatoes for anything really, but they say, these chefs say, oh well, this is better for chips, this is better for mash, this is better for whatever else, I don't know, dauphinoise or something. So yeah, I don't know, but I like the white potatoes, and that's about it. Is there any, you can get like purple potatoes, can't you, as well? I'd like to try them actually, that'd be interesting. Question: What YouTube would you like to see more lives from? What YouTube channel? Corey, I want Corey back on a few lives, or like the little podcast or something he did. I don't know. Not podcast. What was it? Not the Pop Squad thing. The Pod Squad, even, not that. I mean, the one with Jay that he did. Where's that gone? That's gone for like 3 weeks, hasn't it? I liked that. So, Corey, get back on that. I know I had a rant about this last week, so I'll just end up having a rant about it, or I'll just put that question on. But, I like that. I'd like Louise to do a couple of lives again. That'd be nice. Obviously, she's probably in the chat still. I'd like... Steve's doing it. Steve said he was gonna refrain from doing a few of the lives, but actually he is still doing them every now and then, so that's good. Andrew, you've not done many lives recently, have you? I've not seen your notifications popped up or anything. So yeah, so you could do lives again as well. Paradox Picker, hi there. I don't know whether you've joined before. Have you joined the reselling group for single people? And if not, why? I have joined, of course, mainly to support Andrew, but I thought I will join that and see if there's anyone, see if there's anyone in there. So I don't go on Facebook that much. I'm going on a bit more now than I did. But yeah, I need to check out the notifications for that group and stuff. But yeah, I am in there. Reseller Singles, I think it's called, isn't it? So yeah, I'm in there. So it's pretty cool group. That I just put the number up again. So there we are. I hear the guy in charge of Reseller Singles is crazy hot or just crazy. Yeah, one of the two, Andrew. One of the two. Question, please. I'm going to read that again because I just said that really odd, didn't I? Please. Right, okay. Please, will you get drunk and upload the video on YouTube? I'd love to see you drunk. I don't drink, so I wouldn't get drunk. I might drink. I am thinking, I don't not drink for any religious or philosophical or spiritual reason necessarily. I think a few months ago, a year ago, it was because of that. But these days, I just don't. But I am thinking of having a beer at some point soon. Not necessarily like really soon, but at some point. And so if I do, then maybe I will upload a drunken thing. I know Blue Van Man. Has anyone been watching Blue Van Man? Oh my god, he's awesome, Blue Van Man. He's a food reviewer and he does other things as well. He's just cool. He just does random chats basically as well as food reviews. And he's just like a just genuine guy just on YouTube. What was it? So he did a what did he do? He did a drunken kind of live stream, or a couple of them actually. Now, I forgot again. Did I just click that button or not? We're getting into this again. I don't know whether I've clicked the button or not. So I'm not going to click the button for that one, and I'm bloody annoyed. Someone tell me, did I click the button for that one? Before that one, did I click the button? Because I don't know. Ads, have you ever tried magnet fishing? I haven't. I've tried reel fishing. Didn't like it. Bored me. It really did bore me. My granddad's a very well-versed fisherman. You know, he's been fishing for years and years and years, probably like 50 years or something. I don't know. But and he didn't own a lake, but he was the chairman of one of like a big lake around here one time. I think he's given that up now. So he used to always try and get me involved with fishing. But I just didn't take to it. I remember going. It was like probably 12 years old, 13 years old. And I went on this like little fishing course, which was at his lake, or the chair. It wasn't his lake, but he was the chairman of it. And so we went there, and he was trying to get me to do stuff, and then I was just messing about on my Game Boy. I took my Game Boy with me, the little Game Boy Advance SP that you used to have and everything. But well, some people will. Obviously, if you're older than me, it would have been Mega Drives or Game Cubes or God knows what else, or other handhelds or whatever. But took me little Game Boy SP with Advanced SP, doing that. And I was like, just sat on a bench doing that. I just totally disregarded what my granddad was saying. I was like, it's not for me. It's just not for me. Now, whether I get into it when I'm older, possibly, maybe I will. But yeah, when I was younger, it wasn't for me. Have you had a look through the girls on the Resell Singles group? And if so, who's your favourite? If I say... This is another one of those questions that I come across really bad if I say pretty much either answer. If I say no, I suppose no, I haven't isn't too bad. But if I say no, I haven't, then it kind of makes me feel... look like I'm not really interested in anyone. Well, I suppose I'm not, actually. But if I say yes, then it makes me look like a bit of a perv or a little bit like a Facebook stalker. But yes, I have noticed a few of the profile pictures of some of the girls, and there are some attractive ladies in there, but some of them are a little bit older than, a bit older than me, like late 20s, early 30s or whatever. But I think there might be one or two people in there who are my age, or a little bit older, maybe 24, 25, something like that. But I don't know. But I have looked. I have had a brief little kind of. Not a look over. Well, I suppose it is a look over, but I've just noticed. I've noticed people in there, basically. Right then. Question, out of all the Reselling YouTubers, why are... Oh, right, no, that's Paradox Picky. I thought that was Money Mental asking me one of these again. Question, out of all the Reselling YouTubers that have stopped YouTube, who would you like to come back the most? There's a lot that have gone that I liked. I can't even remember half of them. You know who came and went within a period of about 4 weeks? Guy called Rockin' Zebra. My God, he was awesome. He was just down to earth guy, like probably like mid 50s, something like that, possibly getting to 60s. Down to earth guy, part-time reseller, I think he was. And yeah, he's just cool. And he was like, rocking zebra back again, or whatever he used to say in his intros and stuff. But yeah, he always stuck with me, so that must have kind of, if he stuck with me, that's got to mean something, hasn't it? Lizzie's reselling, I'd like to come back. She was on the scene for, she's the same age as me. She was on the scene for, and it was nice to have someone the same age as me on YouTube, because there's hardly anyone. I mean, yeah, okay, now I'm getting a bit older. There's a few more people there. But back when I started the channel when I was 19, there was like no one. There was no one my age, because most people who are 19 don't set up a business in terms of a reselling business or anything. They generally just get a job and that's that. So, yeah. But Rockin' Zebra, Lizzie's reselling. Ben, obviously everyone wants Ben to come back. I can't see him coming back, really. I've not spoke to him in ages, actually. I used to speak to him off and on very, very, very infrequently, just little tiny conversations here and there. But I should message him on Facebook or something, actually, and see what he's up to and see if everything's going alright for him. But I don't think he'll come back. Obviously, he's doing his other vlog channel. Yeah, so there's been a lot of other ones that have come and gone, and I've kind of, it's funny, what I used to do is I'd kind of look at people and think, I know this is a bit harsh to do, but I'm just being honest here. I used to look at people and think, yeah, you're probably not going to last, and they literally lasted like 6 weeks, and that was it, and then we were gone, and then there's other people I thought, oh yeah, you've got a bit of something here, you're going to last quite a while, and some of them have lasted a while, and then other predictions I've made have gone wrong, and maybe I've said for someone maybe they wouldn't last, well, I've not said to someone, but I thought that maybe they wouldn't last, maybe they have lasted a little bit, I'm not sure, but yeah, so sometimes you can just see that, and I really thought like someone like Rockin' Zebra would last a little bit longer, stick it out a bit, but he didn't, he was gone pretty quick, and there's so many that have come and gone. Literally, people pop up now, and they do videos for like 4 weeks, and then they're gone. And you know what it is? It's that trial period. They're trialing it, and they've got a lot of enthusiasm for reselling, and then that's it. What they're doing is they're like, well, yeah, I've got a lot of enthusiasm for it, I'm trying it, and then after 3 or 4 weeks, the enthusiasm hits rock bottom, and they're gone. Absolutely gone, like just gone. So, oh, did I put that question up again? Oh, God, I'm getting terrible at this. I don't know whether I did or not. Ads has always thought I've got a bit of something. No, I can see you're a guy who'll stick it out, Andrew. You can see in the personality, the way that people do it, the way that people just present themselves on YouTube, you know that they're going to stick it out or not. You just know it, You can tell, because I've got the green screen, the bloody rotating thing here, the question thing here, I'm going to stick it out because I'm committed. I'm not going anywhere, So, you can see from that level of, and it doesn't mean to say that you need all this, bit of professionalism or whatever, if you want to call it professionalism, but you don't need this to, be in that mentality of sticking it out. There's just certain people who will stick it out. Even if I know the other guy I want back, Steve Hicksey. Obviously, he's still reselling, or I think he's still reselling. And I think he just wanted to do, just do his reselling, focus on his reselling and not do YouTube and stuff, which is totally understandable. But I'd like to see Steve Hicksey back. And that is a prime example of someone who I know will stick it out. Not necessarily with YouTube, but with reselling. Prime example of someone who got that personality, that drive to stick it out. So, yeah. Is there a UK Tinder? I need a backup plan. Yes, there is a UK Tinder, and I'm putting that up there. So we've got 4 questions to go. People, if you are still in, I need 4 questions. Yeah, I do meet Sion Mamor. Yeah, I meet Ben Fitzpatrick. Yeah. Tap Peddler, when you eventually buy a house, will you look for one with storage, or will you keep storage away from home? Sorry if already answered. No, I didn't answer that. I'm very sorry. There's been so many questions. I've tried to keep up my best I can. I'm amazed that everyone's been, so participative. is participative a word? I think it is. So it has participated really well in this. It's been really brilliant to see so much support. So yeah, we are doing the 50 questions in one show if you have just joined. And if you'd like to ask a question, then please feel free. We are coming up to the 50 questions here. So no, I didn't answer that. I will look for one with... it's got to have a fair bit of storage. I want to look for a house with a spare bedroom, so that then I can have... Really, what I want is a couple of bedrooms. Obviously, I don't have kids at this point. I may have to rearrange the house when I have a kid, but if I'm moving in somewhere, I want 2 spare rooms, right? And I know this is a bit selfish of me to expect that I'm going to get both the rooms and not offer them to my partner or anything, but I'd like one room for my just completely YouTube studio, just complete, green screen, everything, cool, awesome, standing desk, everything, just really get it kitted out how I want. Possibly get like a really souped up laptop, or possibly a desktop like this, but a better version, and then have that as one room, just completely one setup, one room. Then the next room will be for reselling, and then possibly I'll have storage away somewhere else. Possibly I'll have a shed. I don't know. But I do want to be looking for somewhere. It will definitely be on my mind to look for somewhere with good storage. Plenty of locations in the house for storage. I did look at a house I mentioned in Woodheath. Not that I'm looking to buy or anything right at this moment, but I did look at a house that was like 100 grand. I'd say it's pretty cheap round here. Well, pretty cheap. That's really cheap. But it is a very small house. It's very small, so it wouldn't at all satisfy my storage needs that I'd like. So I wouldn't be necessarily going for that one. But it's a nice looking little house, And if I was maybe 55, 60, I'd go for it. I'd downsize and just do it, straight away. I'd love that little house. Nice little area. Well, Woodheath isn't really the best area actually, but it's on the outskirts and it's not too bad, that part of Woodheath. And it's a nice little house, And then there's also, if I wanted to, as I mentioned earlier, I don't really drink, but there is a pub across the road, so that's quite nice, if I were to drink at any point in the future. So, 46. So, if you had known how long it would take to get to 50 questions, would you have started? Oh yeah, I would have started anyway. Yeah, I mean it's only been an hour and a half, hasn't it? I was kind of like that on whether we'll do it in an hour. I have been rambling quite a bit though. I wanted to try and keep it to bit more of a lower ramble. But yeah, we're on 47 now. So thanks for the question there, Si. Question. Oh no, wait. Zahir had a question, didn't he? Question: have you? No, no. Oh my God! Seriously, no. I haven't done that. My God, seriously. I mean, it's tempting though. Yeah, I have to say it's something for the future. But no, I haven't done that. Seriously, my God. That's funny. No, but it is actually quite tempting. But no, I haven't done that. Anyway, thanks for the question. So ads, socks on or socks off. In bed, I'm actually, I alternate. So in summer, I have them off. Do I have them off? Yeah, I have them off. Yeah, right. I had to think about that. In summer, I have them off. And then in winter, when it gets cold, I have nice ones on. I don't necessarily have all the time I have thick ones on. But some of the time it's really cold night, I'll have lovely thick ones on. And then I tuck them in. Well, sometimes I have a night shirt, obviously. But if I have my, pyjama bottoms on, I'll tuck them into my pyjama bottoms. And it'll be all lovely and cozy. It's so good. So yeah. Anyway, so wait, was that another one? Yeah, that was another one, wasn't it? Yeah, so 49. Now, I'm going to get to 51 because I don't know whether I've miscounted. So, we'll get to 51 or 52 and then I'll get going. So, right. Have you joined the Money Mental reselling group on Facebook? No, I haven't. I don't think. It's only because I don't really go on Facebook that much. Right, we're at the 50, but we might not be at the 50, so one more question will do it, or two more questions will do it. Yeah, so I don't think I have, but as you know, Andrew, I do go on the Messenger a little bit, but I don't really go on the... I just have the Messenger on my phone, to be honest. I don't have the Facebook app on my phone or on... I can go on it on my computer, but I don't really do it much, so... Yeah. Can you put put your sleeping hat on for my American friends ads? I can. That's 51. So I'll do one more question. I've got it here. I'm on this red one. I have about. Oh God, how many do I have? About 6 or something. It's this way, isn't it? Round. One sec. Let me get it on properly. There we go. That's it. Look at that. Look at that. Brilliant. It's the height of sexy, isn't it? Yeah, so, oh, wait, was that another question? Oh, no, wait, I already did that, yeah. Right, so I need one more question, and then I'll be satisfied that we got to the 50. Because I'd probably miscounted on a couple of occasions, so, yeah. One more question. Who wants to be the last question? Get it in there quick. Last question. Who wants to do it? And then we are done. We are done. That's 50 questions done. Just over an hour and a half or so. I could have done it in an hour. I was rambling, you know, and I didn't want to rush too much. Oh, fitting end to the stream actually. Money Mental has said the last question. Do you wear your nightcap? No, I'm not answering that one because we've already had it. Were you not listening? Were you not listening, Andrew? We've already had that one. The question that Andrew put is, do you wear your nightcap when you have sex? Oh, wait, I shouldn't have said that. Now I'm going to get demonetized. Oh, no, I'm going to get demonetized now. Anyway, no, we've already had that one, Andrew, anyway. So, Z says, WTAF. Oh, is that what the actual... Oh, right, okay. Is that on your head? It's a nightcap. It's a night-shirt thing. It's a nightcap. It's striped one, you know. It's nice. It's quite long as well. Look at that. Whee! It's quite long. Could be an innuendo. There could be an innuendo made for that. There really could. A long thing pointing upward. But yeah. Anyway, so that's 52. So before I go, thank you very much for everyone participating today. I'm amazed. As soon as I hit live, as soon as we got going, there was so many people just asking questions. Absolutely fantastic. I will probably do this a little bit more regularly. Not to say that I'll do it every week, but we may have like these kind of little things going. There might be other challenges. I'm not sure. But yeah, thank you very much for everyone who's just been putting tons of questions in. I was a little bit hesitant because I didn't know whether people would actually put loads of questions in or not. I was a little bit, I don't know whether it's going to pan out completely how I would like it to. But yeah, you guys delivered and some. So yeah, very, very thankful to everyone who has watched me today. And yeah, I will leave it there for today's episode. Been a bit of a weird random one. We've had a little bit of reselling chat in there, but mainly not reselling chat, kind of. But that's how this thing goes. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. What's that? It's got a pom-pom. Okay, you are God amongst men. No, it's got a little pom-pom, yeah. It's a little, wee. Wee. Yeah, a little pom. I like it, it's cool. It just settles down. You know the worst thing, though, is when it goes behind your back like that, and then you feel it. Yeah, like, you wouldn't think you'd feel it. But literally, when I'm sat up in bed and then I'm literally like leaning back, it really annoys you, you know, when it's right behind you. So I always have to put it out like that. But this is how you're supposed to have it, I think. It's either the right-hand side or the left. No, it's the right-hand side, isn't it? It's that way, yeah. Anyway, thank you very much to everyone. I very much appreciate it. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. So see you very soon, guys.